Generic greetings and welcome back once again to MewnBase. Today's beverage is a very nice chamomile tea. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we spent a fair amount of time in the vehicle and we travelled very far south here to go to a new biome which is full of, well, fire, and over on the top right to do a similar thing. The main takeaway is that we now have this new ore, and hopefully that will allow us to build some nice things, which includes, but it is not limited to, a launch pad. So I have not built one of these before. I have no idea how it's going to go. We shall see. In terms of food and water and everything else in the base, everything is pretty much a-okay. There are some expansions that we could make. Nothing which I think we need to massively prioritize. Like what we've got going on here is pretty much a-okay. However, yeah, I think we actually have, strangely, a lack of standard, just bog standard ore, and I wouldn't have called that. So we're gonna have a look at making some metal beams, but it requires a lot more resources than we have. So to make the launch pad, we need 15 of this Purrtanium plate, which we have. We need also 5 conduits. Let's make the conduits first, which I'm gonna guess is gonna require a lot of wire. So 1, 2, 3, and how much does that give us? 2, 3. Okay, so we needed 5, so we'll go for that. So we got 5 of those. So we now have 5 conduits, 15 of the ore, and well, we also need metal beams, 8 of. Each metal beam, I believe, requires some amount of metal plate, which we really don't have. Okay, that's going to be our next task. Actually, there's some in the back of the vehicle. There's some in the back of this. There it is. Okay. That actually will probably allow us to build this thing then. So we're going to put that away, the wire, and we're going to sort of pick this up and go for beams. Lots of metal beams. We've also got more Purrtanium plate that I really know what to do with at this stage. I'm going to put that away. And the base is getting, it's leaking, but it doesn't really matter. Also, I think at this stage we can probably just decide to dump that rock. Put the crystals back. Let's double check this out. Yeah, so we're just going to craft beams. How many beams do we need? 8. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough in the queue. I don't want to over-engineer this because we really need to keep the resources as much as we can. Once this is building, though, because it's probably going to take quite a while in that fabrication plant, I think we'll head out to get more ore because we know we're going to need some. So there's the launch pad. Nope, my mistake. It was absolutely instantaneous, practically. Right, let's build this thing. And, well, there it is. That is a huge undertaking to build that thing. That was a lot of resources that we needed. So, it's not actually connected to anything. That was intentional because I have no idea how much resources we need. We need to make connections. We need to make cables. So, I guess I'll pick up some of that again. And I want to go for 3 cables. So, 1 and 2, 3. So, there's all of our cable. And we're going to lay some cable from here. The reason I'm doing this is because, there we go, it's powered up. Excellent. Oh, wow, fuel tanks. So, we need to set a destination. That's Leaf Planet. Yeah, the reason we've connected up that way is because I don't know what else we need to connect up. Obviously, we've got things like, the base is losing oxygen. Is it? Is it? It was. Yeah, so, we need to build, fuel tanks, and I'm guessing we need to make fuel for it. So we've got a new refinery. So we need space around it, which is why I've put things where they are. Let's pick up some roots. Let's pick up some of this, and dump the wire back, and make some lovely, lovely hearty meals. Sadly, it's only the 2 of them, but that's probably enough to keep us going for now. And go for 1, 2, and right, good. So what do we need next? Our focus is on basically getting this built. A fuel refinery. It says produces rocket fuel. We need conduits, components, and Purrtanium ore. What I'm hearing is we need Purrtanium ore and we need ore, if that makes sense. Food-wise, we're okay. We've got a good vehicle. We've got good storage. I'm just going to double check in the back to see that, yep, pretty much everything's fine there. Let me just dump this in that box. And, well, let us head. We need to head to an area where we're going to get some more ore. which is again on this left-hand side here. Can we make a marker? We can place a marker. Yep, there we go. And, well, let's head over that way. We do need some more food at some point, but we have enough on our... We've got 4. I think that's more than sufficient. There's a nice bit of ore, actually. In fact, we're pretty much here, I believe. Let me go to just the standard shovel. We don't want to be switching up for anything else. We certainly don't want to be using our shiny pickaxe. So lots of ore. I think for this excursion, I think a good amount of ore would be... A good amount would be 2 stacks of 20. Ideally, probably want some more, but we'll see. I think we should get 2 stacks of 20, and then some more Purr-titanium ore as we find it. I don't know if we're going to need any nuclear fuel, but there's plenty of that around now. We could also make the miner, which we have done in a previous series, and it's a useful piece of kit. It actually works differently to what I'm used to, because it acts now like it turns like a tank now, whereas it used to work similar to this vehicle. So let me just take care of this critter. Critter now taken care of. Yeah, and that's good for driving around and gathering like this ore. But we're also in sort of exploratory excursion mode here. So I think the speed that the carry weight because of the trailer is probably worth it. You can also chain the trailers, I believe. You can hitch up other trailers, and we've done a snake type arrangement before, and it was fairly fun. It's also utterly annoying to get in most places because of its sheer sort of size, and it ends up crashing into all sorts and getting jammed and stuff. It's probably more of a me driving problem than a game problem, but yeah. Anyway, we're over here, and again, loads of ore. We've already got a stack of 20, and we're gonna at least fill up this other stack of 20. So that 2 stacks of 20, I don't think is unreasonable at all. I think we will be able to get hold of that in this area. And well, actually, the problem that we have is that the shovel is about to snap in half. I think we can use our jackhammer, and I probably will do that just to get what we need. I don't think we don't have an emergency shovel in the back of the vehicle, which is a shame. But there's that. So we've got 2 stacks of 20. We've also got some Purr-titanium ore. And, well, I am going to head... Oh, I was going to say head straight to the left, but look at all of this. That's our stack. Let me try the jackhammer. No, you can't use a jackhammer. No, we have to use the shovel. Can we use the... Can we use the shiny pickaxe? Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. Yes, we can use the shiny pickaxe. Okay, it wasn't my intention to use it, but we're here. So is the ore. We may as well grab it. And 17, 18, 19. There's our 21 ore, in fact. Okay, I want some more Purr-titanium ore, so I'm going to head. See if we can find another biome of sorts. Loads of them in the go. Zipping past all these resources. We just don't need them. Oh, here we go. We're in... Oh, a very small bit of the fire biome, the lava one. So, we're going to continue driving. We must have passed at least a dozen artifacts. Oxygen's running low, but we do have a spare tank, so I'm not too concerned about that one. Come on. Just going to check the map where we are. We are miles away from anything. Oh, here we go. This is another one of these biomes. And absolutely no, apart from the ones that were just outside. So we may as well just... we may as well just drive around for these rocks. Yeah. Bit of a shame, really, but there you go. They're few and far between, those biomes. Alright, we'll head down. And, again, stop for any of the the purple ore. We've been over this. This is well-travelled ground now. So we're just going to head a little bit south. Then head back. Let's remove that. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to deal with this enemy. Critter. Critter go splat. And we've got the ore in front of us as well. And why did I drop all of the food? That would be bad if we just didn't have any food. Okay, let's go for a little bit of a head to the south. Because I can see there's some ore right in front of us. There it is. How much have we got so far? We've got 5 on us and we got about the same again back at base. So our original idea, the original excursion. Oh, there's 3 of them right down south. Well, we've got the time and we've got the transport. Oh, good grief there. That was a big crash, actually. So we are getting a bit low on health. Right. Well, we have 3 bits of ore here. So we'll pick it all up. There's 1. This is the second one. And the third is just to the left, apparently. There it is. Alright. Pick that up. Might as well pick up this bit of normal ore. How many are we going back with? We're going back with 63 normal ore. And heading back to base is also one sort of on our way back. I say sort of. It's it's very rocky. There we go. Yep, it's here. Is this the one I was looking at? No, it wasn't. It's actually a different one. Doesn't matter, we can pick up both. And then it's just to the left. Rally it round. Yes. Job done. Okay. Day 31. Just back this up. 4 days left. And, well, we'll head back to the base. Which should be just around here. Again, following the very useful marker. We know that the base should be undamaged. It being automatically repaired and such. Okay. I'm going to come back for the O2 later on. Because we need to get this smelting. We need to get this smelting. So it's all just going to be metal. Maybe another... Is more crafting necessary? I don't think so. I don't think so. These boulders can join the other boulders. And we're going to pick up all of this because we need to start construction. And there will be considerable construction. I think what we'll do first is build... Well, over here, we'll have a quick look. We've got fuel tanks. You need fuel vehicles and empty vehicles. A launch vehicle you need to build. But I need to make rocket engines... 2 of, rocket hull 2 of, and 1 flight controller, and also a destination which is just leave planet, but we haven't finished the mission. So we need to build some sort of fuel system. Oh, and there's our robot. Don't know if you can see there, is repairing the solar panels. Excellent. So in order to make the fuel storage, we need 4 gaskets and 2 conduits. Luckily, we have that. No, we don't. But we do have resin. Yes, we do, but don't know if we have enough. So I reckon we're going to need more resin. Surely building this rocket is going to require loads of gaskets. Defining characteristic of rockets is normally how airtight they are. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's just craft some of this. I'm going to put that back because we don't need that just yet. So we're going to make... we need conduits. Okay, so wire we currently have not enough of. Okay, so that should give us fuel storage. We now have fuel storage, which is not as big as I was expecting, but it's in. We now have fuel storage. We also need a refinery. So let's just check that out. Again, I'm just setting these smelters to go. Just let them go. Smelt everything we need. A refinery is in here. Fuel refinery requires 3 conduits, 9 components, and some pertanium parts. So 1, 2, 3. That should be all of the components because you get 3 of each. So it looks like a real bind to make, but it's not really. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I am suffocating. Let me avoid such a fate. There we go. And I think we might need to make another oxygen bottle. That's also finished as well, but I'm not gonna mess with it just yet. So let's craft. We should be able to craft now. No, we can't craft a fuel refinery because we're out of the pertanium. There it is. Put that in there. Fuel refinery. It's now going. While I wait for that to make, we'll craft pertanium plate. Pertanium plate. Fuel refinery is now done. We're going to put that next to the fuel storage, which I'm guessing is going to break all manner of rules. So, it's doing something. It's doing something. It's actuating is the best way I can describe it. I don't know what it's making. Actually, it is making fuel, but I don't know what it's making fuel out of. Whatever it's making it well. So let's go for a rocket engine, which requires pertanium plate, 2 engines and 2 conduits. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 conduits. Yeah, and we need engines, which requires basically 2 of each of those. And there's 2 engines. 1 and then 2. And then for that we need 1 rocket engine. But we need 2 rocket engines, I believe. Oh, also we are offline. No matter. Emergency backup generators in play. There we go. Emergency generators. Very rare we have to do that, but when we need them, it's there for us. And craft that. Oh, while we're still here, and while I remember, improved shovel. It's important that we get that. Improved shovel. And let's go for the rocket pod. How does one... Do you have to have it on your person? Ah! Can you just, like, place it? No, maybe you have to have it all on your person, then click craft. Alright, okay. I guess we're going to store these rocket engines, then. Let's get some more ore. And we'll start to go... Ah! It's making it. I'm seeing now. It's making all of this... fuel. It says O2. So it's actually cycled it from the... It's siphoned it from the base. It has actually siphoned it from the base, which is why we've currently got no oxygen. Okay. I think what we'll have to do then is flick that to off, because it now no longer should be classed as connected. I'm not too sure that's the case or not. But let me just double check in the back here. Yes, we do have a spare oxygen tank in the back, which is good. We have a spare oxygen tank in that box, so we've got the oxygen if we need it. We'll craft all of those. Craft all of those. So we need at least 2. We need at least 2 of the rocket boosters. So let's see about that then. So we need to make some more, which is just the engines actually. Craft that and craft that. Sadly, can't craft the engines because we're full. Now we should be able to. Yep, craft that. Which we've now got. We then pick up this. Finish off the ore. That's now gone. Now we should be able to pick up this. And then we have 2 boosters. No, 1 more engine required. Craft that. Craft that. I'll just dump this on the ground for now. There's the other engine. And that. And there's the booster. Right. Quickly go back inside as not to die. That's suboptimal when it comes to space survival, and indeed most endeavour. I was going to say human endeavour, but this is feline endeavour. So that is another rocket booster. So we have 2 of. Just going to double check to see exactly what we need. We need 2 rocket engines, 2 rocket hulls, and a flight computer. And I'm going to guess that the rocket hulls need gaskets. I'm also not going to guess this if I go up to this and check it and build. Yes, it does show as we've basically got it in our pocket. That's what I was looking forward to seeing. That's good to know. Okay, rocket hulls. Let's see how much gasket we need. We need fuel storage and metal beams. So we need 8 metal beams, all told. So let's get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need... Oh, I think more Purr-titanium ore. I think we're just going to be out. Yeah, we are. Didn't expect to get it done in 1. But I thought we'd get at least some of the way there. Right. So we've got all the metal beams. Some of the Purr-titanium ore. We also need gaskets. We need loads of gasket. Okay, so it's a resin problem. Let's head out. We don't have much choice. Resin is required, as is... Oh, there's resin. Brilliant. I'll make 1 gasket then. We need resin, and we need, strangely, of all things, we need a... I kind of swap them around. There we go. We need just plants. We do need plant. Just pick those up and put them in a box somewhere. Can't put them there. Can put them... No, I can't put them there. There. Pick up the oxygen tank. Put that back. There we go. Just double check. Yeah, we're fine for that one. Okay, so we need plants and we need resin. So let's just head to the right. So we need to chop down... I don't think we can chop down those, but we can certainly pick up the plants, which is going to give us resin. And we will chop down the tree, which I think will give us the fruit and the wood. Indeed it has, and a seed. I'm not interested in the seed or the wood, but certainly want to pick up the plants, which also give us resin, which was handy. So we needed lots of gasket. I'll chop both these down, see if we get any resin off them. Just seeds. I don't think the blue shrooms also will give us anything. No, nothing useful. Oh, darn it. And I'm trying to pick up my axe. There we are. Swap the axe around. Okay. Let's have another drive around. I'm also again heading where we've got this more Purr-titanium ore, which we acquire that axe. And I'm sure I heard an enemy again. Yep, there it is in fact. Just have a swipe at it. Job done. Oh, we got a sandstorm. It's been a while since we've had a sandstorm in game. Been playing a bit of Corn on Exiles on a side note. And yeah, sandstorms. There's the odd sandstorm in that game. Right. I'm going to put in the back this scrap. So we've got more pocket space. And we'll gather this. And there's resin. That's 3 resin so far. This guy's inspecting our vehicle. I don't know if it's worth just picking up this stuff, because, yeah, you get more resin off this stuff. By the look of it. So I'm not going to bother hitting those. There's 5 resin. And we need, how many gaskets? 8 gaskets in total. 8 gaskets in total. Also, I mean, we might as well pick up this ore. We've already got one. Let's pick up some more of it. Actually, where are we on the map? We're not in new territory, but we're close to new territory on the right-hand side, which is what we'll explore now, I think. Oxygen is low, but we do have a tank. We've got 1 tank in the back of the vehicle. And we've got 1 tank on our person, actually. So that's 6 resin. We've already got 1 gasket. Let's get 10, shall we? I think we'll get 10. Also pick that up. Shovel. Yeah, we went for that big excursion. Looking for ore, and we came back with a ridiculous amount of it. What I thought was ridiculous, 60 odd of that stuff, and well, we burnt right through it pretty much in one sitting back at the base, which was sort of expected, I guess, once we're trying to make lots of advanced stuff. Another enemy here. I'm just gonna deal with it. Just want to get rid of those. Oh, and they've dropped resin as well. Even better. So we should have, I believe, enough resin to deal with this. We got 8. I think we got 8, and well, that's pretty much all we'll need for now. But as we're driving back, another enemy here. It does telegraph its attacks. I'll give it that. There we go. As we're driving back, we'll pick up some more stuff. All right. Just gonna go in here. Grab these. There's another couple of resin. There's the 10 resin. Oh, there's even more. Right, that'll do us. That should do quite nicely. We will head back to the base, which, curious, the base is powered offline. And I know that because, well, there's no beacon active. Why is there no beacon active? It's obviously went offline because of a lack of power. But why is there a lack of power? It's because I severed the connection. We had the umbilical from one part of the base to the other. And yeah, the beacon is definitely offline. I can see it up the top. The beacon is offline. So the power, which to be fair, most of the solar is based on, we're in here. Most of the solar is based in here. So what I'll do is I'll cycle this to on. Beacon comes on, and we're generating more fuel. Okay, let's make sure we've got good oxygen though. That's about right. And gaskets. Let's go. All the gaskets we possibly can. Ore-wise, we can start to smelt more of that. Power's offline again. I think we'll activate the emergency generator. There we go. And we'll do this one as well, just to keep the power on. And, well, how are we doing for gaskets? 4. We need, for the rocket, it's not rocket hulls, it's we need conduit and metal pieces. Although, you know, while we're on, let's do something a bit different. Get rid of that, pick up that, and make some lovely, nutritious, hearty meals. As many as we can possibly get, which there'll be a number of them. How many have we got there? 9, 10? 10 meals. Wow. So basically, we're going to want for nothing when it comes to meals. So all of the gaskets. Pick these up. Get all of that plate. smelted. I do still think we're going to need a lot more plate. And we're going to get that. And we'll need wiring and the gaskets. So, we want 2 conduits. None in there. None in there. Might as well pick that up, actually. And the metal beam. No, we'll put the metal beams back, because don't need them just yet. So, conduits. 1, 2. And that means that we can craft another fuel. We can craft air fuel storage. We then just need the I-beams. And that'll give us 1 rocket hull. Just gonna triple check that we need more than 1. We need 2 rocket hulls, which means we need the gaskets. Check. Yeah, that's built. So we just need 2 conduits now. So that is 1, 2. That'll give us the conduits, and we should be able to just put that straight in the queue. Yes, we can. So, and then there's another one. Wow, that's fortunate. That was very fortunate. So now we've got all the rocket hulls. We just need the flight computer, which is just 5 electronics. Yeah, 5 electronics. So, 1, 2, 3. Electronics requires scrap, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I hope we have enough scrap. Are we going to have enough scrap? Scrap's in the back. Scrap's in the back. That's where you keep it. 8. That should be enough. We'll just cycle our oxygen and power. See, it's all charging up. But, food. Yeah, bit of a rumbly stomach there. 5 electronics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Darn it. Right. I guess we'll put the gaskets away. So, 1 and 1. Is that it? Flight controls. There it is. So on our person, we need rocket boosters, 2 of, check. Rocket hull, 2 of, check. Flight computer. Looks to be that the fuel tank's full. There we go. Let's see about building this. Craft. There it is. Oh, wow. Oh, I love that it's sequential. We can see all of the parts inside. Typical egg-shaped booster. There we go. And it's called Pad West-013 because I believe you can build multiple pads and transfer from one pad to the other. I think. Have I just made that up or not? But we have got a rocket. We have got some more gaskets to make because we can. Can we fuel this thing? I don't want to fuel it. Oh, we got 100 and it requires 50. Yeah, the vehicle's fueled, and it'll slowly generate fuel anywhere. And then there's a destination. We need to leave the planet. We're pretty much there. We might as well wait until the next day. So here it is. We are coming up to the final day. I've skipped ahead just a little bit because, well, frankly, we've built the rocket. Everything's fueled up, ready to go. There was no point in sitting for the next couple of days waiting. Overall, pretty happy with what we have done. We've got most of the things built, fairly representative of what you can do in the game. Certainly, the only thing we haven't really done is put lots of flooring around because, well, we don't really need to do that. There's a recycler that we haven't built. The dozer, which we have done in previous series but not built in this one. Yeah, it's good for mining a lot of stuff. But overall, yeah, it's been hopefully a fairly chill and fun little excursion to this moon. And there is our way out. We have food for the journey. We have some strange ore that we're bringing back to Homeworld. A mission complete. Build yourself a rocket and head home. Don't worry, you can always come back. There we go. We need to select our destination of leave planet, and well, there it is. Enter vehicle, and that is pretty much it. 3, 2, 1, launch. The gantry slide away. Propulsion go, retro go, ecom go, guidance go, and we are a go. Success, you have completed your mission. Normal mission, days survived 36, artifacts research 16. Sadly, there was a couple we didn't do, but that's all right. That's been a bit of MewnBase. Hope you have enjoyed the series. Hopefully it's been a fairly chill one, if nothing else. And, well, I'll be checking it out once we've seen some more stuff added to the game as well. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.